Hey, Clark here. So you want to retire someday without having to eat top ramen to make it happen? But every time someone mentions an IRA, your eyes glaze over. Yeah, I get it. Here's the good news. You're not alone. And today we're going to break this down so simple that you'll actually get it. And maybe even enjoy it. By the time we're done here, you will know exactly what these accounts are, how they actually work in real life, and which one makes more sense for you. So let's do this. All right, we have two main players here, the Traditional IRA and the Roth IRA. Both will help you save for retirement with some sweet tax advantages. But here's the thing, they work in complete opposite ways. Just think of them like twins with very different personalities. First up is the Traditional IRA. Here's the deal. You can stash away $7,000 a year in 2025 and bump that up to $8,000 if you're over 50. This money goes in before Uncle Sam takes a cut, which means it lowers your taxable income right now. Your money then grows tax deferred, which is fancy talk for you don't pay taxes while it's growing. But when you pull it out after 59.5, yes, you will pay regular income tax on every dollar. And if you get antsy and withdraw early, you're going to pay taxes plus a 10% penalty. There is one catch. If you have a 401k at work, your tax deduction starts shrinking once you make between $79,000 to $89,000 as single or $126,000 to $146,000 married and filed jointly. So if you make over that amount and have a 401k at work, you won't get the tax advantage. Next up, we have the Roth IRA. The same contribution limits apply, $7,000 and $8,000 if you're over 50. But here's where it gets interesting. You contribute money that's already been taxed, so no tax breaks today. But, and this is the beautiful part, when you retire, everything comes out 100% tax-free. Growth, dividends, all of it, zero taxes. You can even pull out your contributions anytime without a penalty. Earnings are a different story. If you pull those out early, you get taxed and hit with a 10% penalty. Although I really wouldn't recommend pulling out money since you want it in there growing tax-free. But it's nice to have that option just in case. To get the full tax-free treatment, your account needs to be open for at least 5 years and you need to be 59.5 or over to withdraw the money. There are some income limits for the Roth IRA, and in 2025, you can contribute the full amount if you make less than $150 as single or less than $236 married filing jointly. The amount you can contribute when you're single slowly fades out to zero between $150,000 and $160,000 per year, and if you're married filing jointly, it slowly phases out to zero between $236,000 and $246,000 a year. So if you make over those amounts, you cannot contribute to your Roth IRA. So with a traditional, the good stuff, you get a tax break right away. This makes sense if you think you'll be in a lower tax bracket when you retire. The not so great, you will pay taxes later, and there's early withdrawal penalties. The Roth IRA, here's the good stuff. Tax-free forever once you retire. Seriously, it's forever. You can also pull out your contributions whenever you want, and it is perfect if you think taxes are going up or you're going to be earning more later. The not so great, there's no immediate tax break and there are income limits that might shut you out from contributing. But there is a workaround and it's 100% legal and it's called the Backdoor Roth IRA. And here's how it works. Number one, you contribute to your Traditional IRA because there's no income limits for contributions. There are only limits for getting the tax deduction. And number two, you immediately convert it from your Traditional IRA to your Roth IRA. When you do this conversion, you will pay taxes on any growth or pre-tax dollars, but if you do the rollover right away, there should be nothing or barely any taxes. And there you have it. That's it. You will have money in your Roth IRA even though you are over the income limit. Quick heads up here, if you already have a Traditional IRA with pre-tax money sitting in it, this gets more complicated because of something called the pro rata rule. You should definitely chat with a tax pro before you move any money if this is the case. But if you're a high earner and want that sweet tax-free growth, the Backdoor Roth is your friend. So which one should you pick? If you are younger and qualify for a Roth IRA, this is usually the move. When you're early in your career, you're usually paying a lower tax bracket because you're not making as much money. So this is the perfect time to contribute to a Roth IRA. You lock in today's rate and let everything grow tax-free. But if you're crushing it right now income-wise and you think you will dial it back later, traditional IRA could save you more. If you have a 401k at work, then the Roth IRA is a good way to go, so you have a good mix of pre- and post-tax money. And if you are making too much for a regular Roth, don't sleep on that backdoor option. Here's the honest truth though, nobody has a crystal ball, so you won't actually know the perfect answer until you're already retired. That's why having a good mix of pre- and post-tax funds is a smart move. And here's something cool. You can actually contribute to both a traditional and a Roth in the same year. Just know that your total contributions across both accounts cannot exceed that $7,000 or $8,000 if you're over 50. So if you wanted to split it up, you could do $4,000 in a Roth and $3,000 in a traditional, or whatever split makes sense for you. I have access to a 401k through my work, so I have only ever contributed to a Roth IRA so that I have that balance of pre- and post-tax. No matter which option you choose, make sure you invest that money. If you don't invest it, it's just going to be sitting there not earning any interest, and it's not going to be working for you. Invest it in the market. Choose an ETF or an index fund and get that money growing for you. Bottom line here, retirement planning isn't supposed to be scary. Start today, stay consistent, stay diversified, and let compound interest do the heavy lifting. If this actually made sense, tap the like button, subscribe, and drop your questions below. I read every single one and respond as quickly as I can. Your future self is going to be so grateful that you started investing after watching this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.